Welcome to Willow's World of DIY. I'm Willow. This is part 2 of the portable cornhole build. Let's get to it. We taped it off, so we're getting ready to start our staining. We're going to go with a forest green and an orange on the different ones. One's going to be green, one's going to be orange. This is the green stain we're using, and I just mixed an ounce of alcohol with a half teaspoon of this powder for the green. Alright, so I mixed up our stain, and I'm just using a paper towel. Now, I already stained the sides, and start staining the top. Alright, I'm going to let that dry. Start on the orange one. Now we're going to start the orange one. This is the stain I used. It's just a powder. You mix again with 1 ounce of alcohol, and this one I used 3/4 of a teaspoon of the powder. Now we're just going to let them dry, and we'll probably need another coat on them later on after they dry. We got our decals in, so I'm going to show you how I lay them out and how we're going to apply them to the board. So I measure off the actual decal itself, not the white backing. So measure from the end of the board to the decal to make sure it's square, and then once I find out that this is square and center, then I put my piece of tape just to outline where it's going to go. Off of this one, off the skull, I measured to the center points of the skull at 12 inches, and then once I got that centered, taped it off. And the machine, since the machine is 2 parts, I measured the letters. They're 4 1/4 inches, and they're 17 inches wide. So I just taped the box 4 1/4 by 17. So let's go ahead and start applying them. Work out any bubbles that you see along the way. Now let's lay the skull out. I just press it down with the, trowel or whatever you have that's straight and flat, just to get good adhesion behind it, so when I'm peeling up it's a lot easier. Always start from the middle of the decal that I'm placing and work outwards just to work any bubbles. Now let's take the tape off and see how it looks. I think that's looking pretty good. What do you guys think? Post in the comments below. We already did that one. Now let's start installing the LED lighting. We're gonna drill out a corner so that we can feed our lights through. Alright, slips right through. Start feeding our lights through our hole. Okay, let's start running the lights in our channels. Okay, we're gonna start putting our LED lights in. I measured them and found the center point, I marked it, and I cut the back of the tape. Let's turn them on and turn them out. These are, sound activated. So as the bag hits the board, so wireless sound activated LED lights. I got these off of Amazon. LED strip lights for TV. They have a USB port, and I just got battery packs, cheap ones that I could find on Amazon. And that's how I'm gonna wire it and keep it portable, so that it never has to be plugged in. You can pull these battery packs and recharge them, and you can also plug in your iPhone or whatever type of cell phone port. In addition to that, so while you're playing, you can also charge your phone. I just wanted you guys to be able to see how the thing works with music. I think it's pretty sweet. What do you guys think? Now we're gonna apply a 2-part epoxy resin on it. I have some old Aeromarine epoxy resin that I have left over from an old project, so that's what we're gonna use. But any 2-part epoxy. The most important part when you're applying this, I think, is to get your piece level. So I used these were just blocks off of the legs that we cut off, and they have a nice angle, so you can adjust it and make it so that it's perfectly level. And I had some other pieces that were from ripping down the legs also. So I just used those to make it perfectly level, and that way when it settles, it'll just flow across the piece and over the sides. So I leveled out both of them. This epoxy is a 2-to-1 mixture, 2 parts epoxy to 1 part hardener. So we're going to go ahead and start mixing it up. I'm just using a mixing cup that has a 2-to-1 mixture scale on it. Pull these levels off. We'll give the boards a quick wipe down. We're going to start by filling up the channels first. Now we're just going to start spreading it slowly. Mix up another batch. For this next batch. Now we're going to use a foam roller and just kind of help it out. If I was doing a bar top or something where I wanted it thicker, I would just let it run out on its own. But we don't really need it that thick on here. Now we're going to hit it with a torch, get the bubbles out. Switch out this roller so I don't contaminate the colors. Let's heat it up with a torch. Get all the bubbles out. Now we'll let this sit overnight. We're gonna cut our second set of legs. I checked the angle on this line. This is a 16-degree angle, so I just subtracted that off of my saw. from the 0, 16 degrees, and we're gonna make that cut. Our angle on the second leg is 12 degrees, so I just adjusted the saw 12 degrees, and now we're gonna make that cut. We're just gonna cut a cross section to go in between the two legs, and so I set the saw back at 0, and now we're gonna make our cuts. Alright, we're gonna rip this piece in half just to fit between the two legs. Safety first. We're going to recess these holes just so the head of these screws sit, you know, in flush so they clear when we fold the legs down. Okay, now we're going to router out the centers of the boards. Let's get started.
Invincible.
I just put some pieces of Velcro on the bottom of my jig so it slides smooth. I put the soft side of the Velcro, not the wiry side, just so it slides smooth across the epoxy. We're just going to use a 1/2-inch trimming bit with a bearing on it, and just to help clean up this hole, this little burr here. Okay, now I'm just going to apply some polyurethane to the underside of the boards. Now we're going to install our latches. I put this piece of tape here to mark at 12 inches because that's the center point. And then I just place my latch up like that, mark the holes. Okay, now we're going to mount our handle. I already marked out the center. I measured 24 inches over, made a mark, and then I marked my hole. Alright, like that. Now it's portable. We're just gonna attach our switches. I'm gonna use some double-sided Velcro just in case I want to move it. So I'm gonna already measured and cut the Velcro. Alright, we just put our Velcro on the bottom of it, and I attached both sides, and now I'm just gonna attach it to where I want it. I want to make it accessible when the case is together and the hole's on the other side. So I'm going to place it right here. We're going to do the same on this one. I really enjoyed building this cornhole set. I hope you all enjoy watching it. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching Willow's World of DIY. Until next time.